Greetings, everyone. I'm going to jump in this video. And I hope you're listening to this video so I can answer your question. Now, you want me to explain money as a form of witchcraft based on a video that I did a while back. And what I want to do is to go further and explain to you, or at least examine the alchemy of money. And you'll say, those of you who don't know the term alchemy, what is alchemy? It's changing form, nature, or substance. That is any magical process of transmuting ordinary materials into something of true merit is alchemy. Because you asked for the video, and I believe it is very important, because before we can see breakthroughs in our lives, we must examine where alchemy comes in. Unfortunately, for the average Joe Blow or Susie Shear, we are so caught up in and ready to fight people over things we don't even understand. But for those of you who want this video, I'm going to give to you, and you can agree or disagree. That's all okay with me. Alchemy is the art of transformation, and it goes as far back as a time when there was no line of demarcation between science and magic. We must examine matter and consciousness to go beyond that glass ceiling. So many of us are operating on that level where all we can see is just what is in front of us. And I am saying a lot of what we see in front of us is a mirage. So you can't even trust what you're seeing. You have to go deeper. Hence the need for these meditation and these research and, trying to listen to everybody's story and hopefully have your guides bring you to the complete or ultimate truth. So I'm going to start out with asking the question, what is the difference between a newspaper and money? There are writings on both. There's pictures on both sometimes. But one is introduced to you as news and the other is given to you as a bargaining tool. The signs and symbols on the money are magical. See, money is able to transform ordinary paper into land, gold, generational wealth. Before money, people bartered. So, for example, I give you milk, you give me meat. But now we conduct business like buying a home, vehicle, and land using paper. Sometimes never touching any of this paper, but signing agreement. If that is not magical, I don't know what is. You see numbers on a paper and you walk away with a product. So, for example, you walk into a store and when you get to the cashier, the product you purchase, you see the number on the screen in terms of the price or the cost, and the numbers in your account must correlate with that exact figure or above it so you can walk away with the product. That is quite magical. So, in this time, and time to come, because we're hearing about Bitcoin. Now we're talking about, science and technology taking another walk in life. Okay. And so I want us to now examine our relationship with money to understand how magical money is and why some of us do not have enough of it. I don't want this video to be very long, so I hope I'm not talking too fast and you can follow. Our financial situation is a direct reflection of our inner relationship with money. And let me tell you, I'm going to repeat that because trust me, that has been my experience for many years, and one that I'm trying to go into 2022, leaving behind the negative feelings I've had towards money. So I'm going to repeat. I'm saying here, our financial situation is a direct reflection of our inner relationship with money. If you cannot hold on to money, then it's time to assess your relationship with it. Understand it, know it. And if you understand that it's magical or it's associated to alchemy, then you would have started the journey. We can settle for working hard without understanding the spiritual process that usher in prosperity or keep the secret of poverty. I'm going to repeat that again. We can settle for working hard without understanding the spiritual process of our labor and how that ushers in prosperity or keep the secrets of poverty. Most rich people do not work hard. In fact, no wealthy person work hard. They work smart and they understand or have a great relationship with money, a positive relationship with money, where this money is now like a person and their relationship with it is a positive one. Before we can transform to bear fruit, the seed is required to grow. And so I'm planting some seeds this morning and hope they will grow. So, are you aware of the story surrounding the philosopher's stone? Your key to wealth and inner transformation is hidden in your relationship with money. There are rules in nature. In fact, in every system that exists on earth, there are rules. And why would there be a difference in our relationship with money? We have relationship with people and sometimes with things, and yet we don't want to have a positive relationship with money. Now, let's examine some guidelines for alchemist tradition or from the alchemist tradition, because we're talking about money in its relationship to alchemy. Rule number 1, as it is above, so it is below. A very critical question or statement, because you can ask a question, as it is above, so it's below, and then you're expecting the answer. No, but it's a statement. As it is above, so it is below. Whatever is above, you can bring it down to yourself, but it takes that mindset to bring it to you. What shows up in your head is going to show up in your life. So that's what it means. As it is above, so it is below. So the thought, it starts with the thought. And if the thought is not a positive one, whatever you're thinking about is what you're producing. Example, let's use the seed metaphor again. The seed is a living thing. And over time, it becomes a fruit, a flowering plant in the right environment. The same thing is true about prosperity. The same thing is true about money. The potential for the financial abundance is there for everyone. All of us have the potential to be wealthy. It's just they're waiting and begging to bear fruit in your life. Our relationship with money is like that fertile ground or that barren one that feeds or starves your economic growth. So if your relationship with money is a positive one, it's like dropping seeds in that fertile ground and it's going to grow. But if it's one where it's barren, you're going to suffer lack. You're going to plant the seeds and they're not going to grow. It's as simple as that. So the beliefs we hold subconsciously about money causes us to drive it away or pull it to us, thereby preventing us from gaining wealth, or if it is positive, we draw it to us. Rule number 2, there is no scarcity, regardless of what you see. So you open the fridge and you see no food in the fridge and you're saying, oh, I got no food. Oh, I got no, I'm broke. These are the language that you put out there and you're seeing that empty fridge or that empty bank account. Understand in rule number 2, there is no scarcity. We are surrounded by enormous wealth, especially people who live in major metropolitan areas. You got the banks, investment firms, oil, real estate, land, limitless potential around us. And if you live in the ghetto, you watch someone who lives in the same ghetto as you get out or stay right there and amass wealth. You see that all the time. What's the difference with the one who gets the wealth in the same space and the one who doesn't? It's about their relationship with money. It's how they view money. It's how they treat money. It's how they draw money to them. The amount of money around us is limitless. Let me tell you, you're living in the city, money galore. I have my signature on millions of dollars because I worked at a bank and I used to sign certificates, some of them that are not going to come into maturity before 15, 20, 30 years. My signature. And I used to always say to myself, here I am signing these things like it belongs to me. And I didn't have the right attitude to draw it to me. So as I said, we're surrounded by enormous wealth, especially people who live in these big areas are surrounded by money everywhere you go. But I'm telling you, it's available according to the messages you send to your subconscious mind and to the universe. So what you tell yourself, what you entertain in your spirit, and what you release, because whatever you're thinking, you're therefore releasing that to the universe. So you must learn how to tap into the source and bring about the reality that you want. How you draw this money to you based on the way you're thinking, what's in your subconscious, the messages you're sending out to the universe. Rule number 3. Once you change your relationship with money, you will see a huge impact on your finances. You choose wealth or you choose poverty. You must be aware of what you're choosing. Some of us are choosing poverty. I chose poverty for the longest while based on some religious dogma that was introduced to me, and I'm going to get into that a little further on. I was choosing poverty. I was releasing what was given to me. I was giving away what was mine and separating myself from it every time I got. So let me make some I statements here now. I was living these rules, or I was not living according to some of the rules. You see, when we hear, for example, this story that it's easier for a camel to go through the eyes of a needle than for a rich man to enter into heaven, wow, it's done and it's over for you when you hear this and you believe it. Or you hear the love of money is the root of all evil. This is how it is in the Bible. But some other people don't understand it and they said money is the root of all evil. Either way, that is not good. So as soon as I got money, I had to get rid of it. Because I'm saying if I want to go to heaven, then I need to not love money. I need to stay far away from money because money is bad for you. And I was stupid enough to say, or maybe not stupid because that's what I was introduced to and learn over a period of time, I'm going to be blessed if I give it away. So my relationship with money is very negative, the way I think and feel. Then when I pray, I'm saying, give me food, clothes, and shelter. That's all I got because that's all I was asking for. And that's all I was telling the universe I deserve. So some people say money belongs to me alone. So they don't want to see anyone else with it. And they will sabotage others. And by extension, they destroy their own relationship with money. So it's a very complex thing. When we change our relationship with money and bring positive feelings towards it, we break the chain and lock that keep it away from us. And I shared with you before, how I was walking through this hallway and the Spirit gave me this huge key and tell me whatever treasure lie behind the door, as long as I find the door that the key fits, it's all mine. And I spent 50 something years looking for that door until one day I finally started to understand how this works, how the science of money works, how the science of opening myself and relinquishing some of the old adage that was given to me that caused me to separate myself from money. When we change our relationship with money and bring positive feelings towards it, we break the chain and lock that keep it away from us. Let that register. Again, for example, we say money follow me everywhere we go. Money is a blessing that helps me grow. Wow, that rhymes. If we say this thing, there's no way that money is going to stay at bay or stay in the distance from us. Money is in abundance around me. And as I walk towards it, blessings flow. That is such a positive thing. Now I'm telling the universe that I don't have a problem with having money around me, having plenty of it. because my relationship now with it is transforming, and I'm sending that message out there that I got no problem walking and dancing and sleeping with money, and that it's not evil. Because we often, especially in our community, love to demonize people who have money. As soon as somebody is rich, we start saying they're doing all kinds of horrible things, and that's why they have the money. No, that's why you don't have any money, and they continue to grow. Money is very important. Without it, we cannot survive. And I'm speaking as someone who often hated money and just wanted to separate myself from it as soon as I got it. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm changing that right here, right now. I repeat, money is in abundance around me. And as I walk towards it, blessings flow. If you are to improve your financial situation, you must first get rid of the belief that separates you from money. Those negative views that come to intercept your blessing. We must examine what beliefs stand between us and prosperity. Are you convincing yourself that where money people are, where there is money, that is, people are evil? If your feelings about money is positive, it will remain as a positive companion. If you see it as evil, you'll pursue ways to get it that way, and it won't stay with you. So, if you look at money like it's a person, you're saying, who is money? It does hold a spirit, and you decide the nature of that spirit. How does money work in your life? Is it there to change your life for the better, or simply be a scarcity that you spend an entire eternity chasing? Money comes to those who invite it and stay where it is appreciated. But when you are in a marathon race to find it, it will always evade you. It will become a companion. If you listen to it, you will not go wrong. The more you cherish your relationship with it, the more it will multiply. The more of it you will attract. Listen carefully. We are changing our perception on a lot of things, because if it's not working out in your life, you have to look and see why. Just like relationships, you get into 10 different relationships, you have 10 ex-husband and ex-boyfriends. You have to stop at that point and say, what am I doing wrong? Not what they are doing wrong. You have to examine yourself. And so you have to examine yourself with money, the relationship you got with it. Appreciate your money. That means you will not toss it away on people who don't deserve it. You will not toss it away on things that, has no value. You must learn how to practice receiving and appreciating it. This is something I'm going to use the I statement. I had a difficult time. Pride would not allow me to receive. Even when the Spirit sent people to bless me, I turn it away. And so I have to work on that. You learn how to practice receiving and appreciating money over a period of time when you set out to learn how to receive and how to appreciate. You learn how to get the universe to send you more. You show the universe and people that you are valuable and deserve your large share. So I get to the point now, because it's been common in all my business endeavors to deal with people who felt like when I showed love or compassion towards them, they abused it. Even in my childcare business, there was only one female, bless up yourself, Cecile, that gave me what was rightfully mine. But I was the problem, because I was always making people feel like their situation was more important than mine, and their crisis was far greater than mine, and that I was willing to give of my time for free. And that was not their fault. That was mine. So, you learn how to practice receiving. You learn how to practice appreciating. You learn how to get the universe, how to send you more. You show the universe and people that you're valuable and you deserve money and all the blessings that are available to you. Your capacity to draw abundance increases daily. Draw what you need and throw away the things that do not serve you. This is where miracle lives. Release fear and pessimism and replace them with courage and positivity. Money is magical. It is everywhere. It's around you. The symbols on it, send messages to people who created it. They understand the meaning of it, and that's why they're able to cherish it. Don't envy other persons because of their money. Don't start to say, demonize people to say that theirs is bad. Just find a way how to have a close relationship with money and change your circumstances. Stay blessed.